Hello, boys and girls. My name is Miss Gonzalez, and I'm super excited that you are here with me today. I brought my special friend Spookly because it's almost time to go visit the pumpkin patch. And Spookly has a special book. It talks about how he is a square pumpkin because all pumpkins are like circular shape, but Spookly is special because he is shaped like a square. A square has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it has 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in this story, he tries to make friends and he tries to help them. But because he's different, some of the other pumpkins don't want to let him help them. Are you ready? This book is super duper fun, and I know that you are going to love it. Here we go. The Legend of Spookly the Square Pumpkin, written by Joe Troiano and illustrated by Susan Banta. One day in the pumpkin patch, the strangest little pumpkin hatched. Spookly wasn't like his friends, where they had curves, he had ends. Spookly was different. He was odd. He was rare. Spookly the pumpkin wasn't round. He was square. So here's Spookly. He's a square. That makes him extra special. While the round pumpkins had fun rolling along, poor Spookly sat there shaped all wrong. He tried and tried with all his might, but he couldn't budge. He just sat tight. The other pumpkins teased him because he was square. Spookly wished he was round and could roll everywhere. So because he's square, he's trying to roll, but he can't. He just stays still, sitting down. That is until one night when they all discovered it's fine to be round when the weather is fair, but there are times it's better to be a square. Here's Spookly right here. Halloween was just a day away when a mighty storm blew across the bay. It tossed the round pumpkins to and fro. It snapped their vines, then off they'd go. Bouncing left, slamming right, banging, bashing, what a sight. So the storm came and all these pumpkins are rolling all around. Spookly sat there filled with fright, but glad to be a square that night. Spookly is sitting right here, but he's not rolling anywhere because he's square shaped. And squares, they can't roll, even if it's windy. They just stay still. Suddenly, the fence gave way. 3 pumpkins rolled out into the bay. Oh no, look at 3 pumpkins. They rolled out into the bay. Spookly knew what must be done. It was up to him. He was the one. He teetered, he tottered, he tipped, he tried, and finally flipped. He was on his side. See? Do you see him? He flipped to the side. Again he tipped. Again he flopped. Again he flipped. And then, so Spookly tried with all his might to flip over, and then he kept trying, and he was flipping all the way around. And he said, I could help my friends who are in this storm. Let's see what Spookly's going to do. Here are his friends, and here is Spookly. He stopped right in the gap where the fence had snapped. He blocked the way. The hole was capped. So he blocked the fence so that the other pumpkins would not roll out of the gate. All the pumpkins shouted, "Hooray!" Spookly the Square Pumpkin had saved the day. Then a pumpkin hit him with a whack. He thought his shell would start to crack. Then another one hit him with a thump, and another one with a smack. So all the pumpkins are staying inside the fence because Spookly is blocking the hole right here in the fence. Then one by one, a ton of pumpkins piled on the stack with a bang and a bash and a crunch and a crash. And then it all went black. Let's see what's going to happen. At dawn, when the sun's coming up, the storm had stopped. The farmer came out and checked his crop. He picked his pumpkins up one by one and laid them out in the warm, dry sun. And when the last was moved away, the farmer could see what had saved the day. An odd-shaped pumpkin, short and dense, was wedged against the broken fence. So the farmer came out to see his pumpkins, and he saw that Spookly saved the day, and he saved his other pumpkin friends. Its shell was bruised, its stem was too, but there was brave little Spookly sitting straight and strong and true. Right then and there, the farmer knew of all the seeds he'd ever sown, Spooklys were the most special that had ever grown. Wow, the farmer thinks that of all the pumpkins he's ever grown in his farm, Spookly is the most special one. Isn't that cool? Let's see. And the next year, when it was time to sow, he sowed those seeds in every row. He watered and weeded and watched them grow. So the farmer's planting new seeds for new pumpkins. And oh, that morning about mid-June, when the pumpkin patch began to bloom, there were tiny pumpkins everywhere. Hundreds and hundreds, most of them square. Look at. Now all the other pumpkins are coming out square shaped like Spookly. But some were cubes and some were rectangles. Some were flat and others triangles. Look at different shaped pumpkins. There was a bed of bright red ones and 2 rows of blue. Even different color pumpkins, red, blue. There were polka dot pumpkins and rainbow ones too. Here's the rainbow one. There were thousands of colors and hundreds of shapes. Oh, what a garden variety makes. Now, every year on Halloween, Spookly's patch is quite a scene. People come from far and near to see what wonders grew that year. So, see, all these boys and girls are going to the pumpkin patch. And this little boy chose a pumpkin. I think he might have chosen Spookly. They stop, they gawk, they gaze, they stare. Then they pick a pumpkin that's round, triangular, or perfectly square. Now you know the story of how Spookly grew. Maybe someday you'll tell someone too. And they'll go tell someone who'll go tell another. And maybe one day we will all discover you can't judge a book or a pumpkin by its cover. So let's see the pumpkins that are here. This one is rectangular shape. This one is square shaped. This one is a triangle shaped pumpkin. This is a square one. This is a round one. And this is an oval shaped pumpkin. Which one do you like? I like the pink square pumpkin. The end. Did you like this story? I love this story. It's one of my favorites. Can you say bye to Spookly? Spookly is so excited. He's saying bye to you. He hopes that you'll come visit Miss Gonzalez again for another fun story. And I hope that your mom or dad take you to the pumpkin patch and that you get to pick a pumpkin. Let me know if you find a square pumpkin just like Spookly, because that is going to be a special one just for you. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you come back again. Bye. Have a great day.